Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look to see what is trying to come forth into your life right now. So this was actually a requested topic by the lovely Bella, who is a subscriber here to the channel. She gave me a couple of different topic requests, things that she'd like to see on the channel. So we are going to incorporate this one in, and I thought this was the perfect one to do this week. We have the new moon in Virgo coming up here. The day that this video goes live will be the day that energy peaks. So this is perfect timing. It's like she read my mind. If you guys have any topics that you guys would love to see me read here for you on the channel, leave those in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to incorporate those into our readings every week. I do these videos for you guys to give you guys a heads up on what energies you'll be working with, what energies are coming into your life, what energies are around you. So if you have anything all that you'd like to see, please let me know. Leave that in the comments down below and I will absolutely read those and begin incorporating those into my readings. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have 4 piles for you guys to choose from. We have pile number 1 here with Passion Flower and Surrender. We have pile number 2 here with Tobacco and Offering. We have pile number 3 here with Rishi and Retreat. And then we have pile number 4 with Cordyceps and Revival. So these are your 4 piles that you can choose from. Take a little bit of time, meditate if you feel like you need to on each of these piles to decide which one works best for you. You can pause the video if you need to take a little bit more time. But anyways, I will see you guys in your reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Passion Flower Surrender Oracle card here. Here is your card, just so you can see her a little bit better here. So I'm going to get in the book here in a bit and we'll take a look to see a little bit more about the meaning of this card here. One of the first things though is that it is ruled by the moon, as well as, let me double check, yeah, that's Neptune. So the moon and Neptune. So this is very much going to be about intuition here, about divine guidance. I feel like that's going to be a big theme for your reading today. The surrender card I feel like has come out quite a bit in the past week or so. I feel like part of that too, it's just we've got 6 planets in retrograde right now. I think a lot of us are having to surrender a little bit to that energy that's coming in, or that slower energy rather, and just kind of allow things to move at the pace that they're moving and not try to rush things. But we do have this new moon in Virgo coming up. It is going to kickstart things in our lives a little bit. It's also trine with Uranus, so that brings a lot of good luck, good fortune here with us. You know, there's going to be this call to kind of evaluate the past as we move forward with all this retrograde energy going on, while it's also happening with this new moon in Virgo. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on your reading. We are going to start with some tarot cards here, and then we will pull, we'll get more clarifiers if we need to. We'll pull some oracle cards at the end, but let's go ahead and jump in and see what it is that's trying to come forth in your life. What is it that we need to make room for? So here we go. Pile number 1. This guy, this one as well. Then, yeah, that one too. All right. So what is trying to come forth in your life? Pile number 1, we have the Emperor. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. I love this card. It's just real fast. I need to show you guys up close. It just gives so much, like just such mermaid energy. Look at that. Look at her hair. It's amazing. Anyway, so we also have here the 5 of Wands, the Tower, the King of Pentacles, And the Six of Cups. Okay. So one of the first things that I'm noting here, pile number one, is there is a lot of court cards here for you. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles. We even have a major arcana here with the Emperor and the Tower. So this is a really, really interesting, lots of major changes and things coming in or trying to come in for you, pile number one. So I'm seeing here that there's this energy here that's trying to come in. It's a more mature energy with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Emperor as well. I think, let's see, the Emperor, we'll start there. I'm really feeling here with this one. This is really about kind of taking charge. See, which I know sounds a bit opposite of the surrender card here, but we'll get into that because I think there's some duality here as well that needs to be played with for you, pile number one. But with the Emperor, I think that there's this energy trying to come in of you really taking charge, of you really building an empire here, of you really creating the life that it is that you want, or being in charge of that, really taking charge of your life. I think this period of surrender is about to be over, actually, is kind of what I'm feeling here for you. I think it's time, to choose growth. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Surrender to the fact that growth is trying to come in. I think that's what's trying to come forth in your life, is this new growth here, because I'm seeing a lot of mature cards here. So like we said, the Emperor here, definitely talking about taking charge, taking control, ruling with an iron fist is kind of the vibe, but also not really, because it's a little bit more softer than that. We're not seeing this in a way, I'm not seeing the Emperor in a way where it's like a tyrant, because we have this nice balance here with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. So moving on, Queen of Wands, I see this, what's trying to come forth is this new level of confidence, being very comfortable and confident. Okay. Queen of Wands, is heavily associated with the sign of Leo. So we have this very confident, energetic energy here, very excited for change, for new things coming in. It's perfect timing too with the new moon in Virgo here. But I think that that's what this is trying to come forth. This more mature energy is what I'm seeing overall. So we've got, this maturity, this growth when it comes to building an empire, building the life that you want, really taking control and charge of your life. I'm also seeing a more mature energy when it comes to your confidence, the way that you relate to others, the way that you move in the world with others, the way that you express your own kind of personal like energy here. And I'm not saying necessarily that you have to have a fiery personality or be a fire sign necessarily, though that could be the case here for you, but that doesn't have to necessarily be the case here. I'm just seeing that it's like this embodiment, just this coming into your own with your own confidence, feeling very confident in your choices, feeling very confident in who you are, in your authentic self here. And then moving on, continuing with this theme of like growth and maturity, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is she's very mature in the way that she handles her emotions. She is the queen over her emotions and her desires. She has this feminine energy where it's a bit laid back. It's open to receiving. She allows her cup to be filled from others. She doesn't she allows her cup to be filled from others, so she doesn't have to pour from an empty cup when it's time for her to give, right? She's very focused on this cup. She's very focused on this energy here, but she's also at ease as well. She has her feet in the water. The tide is washing up onto her dress. There's just this sense of like ease and peace with this card. And so I think that this energy of emotional maturity and receiving love, receiving our desires, having our needs met by others, I think is what's also trying to come forth here. Like I said, it's just, I see overall the theme here, what's trying to come forth for you is growth. Now we also have the King of Pentacles down here as well. So this talks about, I don't know, there might be a bit of a glare on this one from the light. This one talks about being very much at ease with your financial and material situation here, being very, very confident and in control of this, you know, but not in control in a way where you're grasping super tightly, where you feel like there's this sense of lack and you have to hold on very tightly or else it might slip through your fingers. No, if you see with the King of Pentacles here, he has a very loose grip on this pentacle. He's not concerned. I mean, he's gazing at it, but it's a very gentle gaze. He's aware of his, you know, very aware of his situation, very aware of this abundance here around him. But he's not concerned. He's not concerned that it's going anywhere. He's not concerned that it's leaving his life or anything like that. So I think that is something here overall, first of all, that's trying to come into your life. I think it is this overall growth here. I'm seeing too with the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups can talk a lot about childhood. It can talk about children. It can talk about healing our inner child as well. And that is kind of something that I'm seeing here for you. I think it's this healing energy that is going to be coming in here. It's trying to come in to provide you with some healing of some old wounds that might prevent you from feeling like you have control over your life, like you have confidence, like you can and are worthy of receiving your desires and love here. Like you are, like you are worthy of having, your material needs met and being at ease with that and being in an energy that does not express any sort of lack. There's no concern there. So that's something that I'm seeing here is it's this healing overall that's coming through for you. Pile number one. Now, I am also seeing Five of Wands here. I think that this is going to be a bit, I see here that this is not going to be an external type of conflict. I think there's a lot of internal conflict going on. And typically when we're experiencing growth, there is a lot of internal conflict that has to happen, that has to go on in order for us to grow. You know, we don't grow when when we're super comfortable, right? Then we stagnate. We don't allow ourselves to grow in that situation. So I see that there is a little bit of internal conflict here. There is a little bit of, there's some stuff that you're going to have to deal with in order to allow this growth to come in. Okay. With the Tower card too, I'm seeing here that this is, this inner conflict. I feel like the Tower card is not necessarily external for you. I think this is just coming in heavy and fast here with this growth. You might be going through a situation that is really requiring you to step up in these areas of your life. And I see that that's something that you're dealing with, but I feel like from that, you are going to find yourself in a much better position on the other side of this. This is going to cultivate a lot of confidence. It's going to cultivate a lot of ease with being in charge, ease with having your cup filled with receiving love, and your desires being met here. I'm seeing that it's going to push you out. Like your guides want you to be pushed out of this lack mindset where you feel like this lack of like self-esteem, this low self-worth where you don't really have confidence. You don't feel like you can depend on others to meet your needs. You don't feel like you have control out over your life. You don't feel like your physical needs are going to be met, and you feel like you're concerned that there's never going to be enough. That's kind of what this is feeling like. But I think that there's this energy that's trying to come through, this healing energy that's trying to come through to help you move forward and to allow these things to come into your life. I do want to get a couple of clarifiers here for you for this Tower card, so we have a little bit more information about it here, because I do feel, the Tower can be a bit sudden. It can be something that we're not exactly expecting. It can kind of be a sudden end. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Sometimes sudden endings to certain situations are actually favorable. You know, we're happy when something has ended suddenly, but it can be a bit of a jolt. So let's just get a couple of clarifiers here for this Tower card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Four of Wands. Okay, yeah, so that is really what I'm seeing here. This is not a sudden ending to something negative. This is actually something that you are going to be glad is suddenly over. And that's really a thing that we're seeing here with the new moon in Virgo being trine the planet of Uranus, is this excitement and major changes and positive changes going forward. So I think there's going to be a sudden collapse here of something that is unfavorable in your life. I think that's going to suddenly collapse, and this is going to be something you're going to be super glad that this is over. And I think that, you know, once this is over, this is going to allow you to embody these new energies here and really integrate those into your life here. There will be, like I said, a little bit of internal conflict that might have to go on. You know, I think sometimes, even if this is a good thing that's changing, some sudden change can still be challenging. So I think that this might still be a challenge. There might be a bit of a challenge that you have to go through, but I am seeing really positive things on the other side of this. Wanting to point out here with the Wheel of Fortune, let me move these over a little bit so we can have these cards by here. With the Wheel of Fortune, I want to point out here too that this is talking about, you know, it's like the turning of the wheel, the turning of a cycle. This is a new cycle beginning for you, wanting to come into your life, trying to come into your life, pile number one. Because this came out upright, there are some cards, generally I don't read reverses, but occasionally there are certain cards that I will read in reverse because I feel like they give us a much better picture of what's going on here, and they can really clear up some things for us. But this one absolutely did not come out in reverse at all. So this is like good karma, good energy. You know, you've been doing a good job with things. And so that's what this is. You know, this is a new beginning coming in. The winds of change coming in is kind of what it feels like. And it's absolutely going to be something that is worthy of celebration here. Not just yourself either. This is like the community celebrating you as well. Pile number one. This is really what I'm seeing trying to come forth into your life here. Let's get one more oracle card just to kind of wrap this up. If there's anything else here for you. We have play. Okay, yes. I think that there is this energy that's going to be coming in that's going to allow you, as this moves out, there's going to be this energy coming in that allows you, it's just going to be lighthearted. You're going to be going through something. I feel like you've been going through something heavy. And I think that this is just going to be a very lighthearted energy that's trying to come in here, that will be coming in with this new moon in Virgo. I think the thing is you're just going to have to deal with a little bit of internal conflict. There's going to be a little bit of, the phrase battle of the wills comes to mind, but it's like within yourself, you know, it's like different parts of your mind to a certain extent, you know, maybe some conflicting thoughts, conflicting feelings that you're going to have to go through. But I think you really need to surrender to this process of growth, allow yourself to embody the more mature version of you that is much more healed. You will experience a much higher quality of life, to be honest here, whenever you allow this mature energy to come in, and you allow yourself to find some sense of ease in your life, and allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to no longer feel panicked about where your next paycheck is coming from, how the bills are going to get paid. I think you're moving into an energy where this is going to be much easier overall for you to embody these energies of confidence, of control here. I think once this tower situation is out of your life, I think that this is going to be much easier, and I see that this is moving out fairly quickly for you. Let's see, I want to get a couple more cards too for the Five of Wands. Just tell us a little bit about this situation, what this kind of internal struggle might be about, because I definitely feel like this is internal here for you. So Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, so this might be something that has to kind of do with your finances here. This might be something that kind of has to do with the way that you view your finances with the Ace of Swords, kind of your mindset on that. I think you're going to have a mindset change with this, or this Five of Wands is the required mindset change, mindset shift that needs to occur in order for this energy to come in here. I think this might be the thing. This plus this tower energy. Now the tower energy we're saying is leaving, but this energy here, it's going to be really important, I think, for you to do the work with this in order to allow these things to come forth in your life, because these new energies are trying to come forth. These energies are trying to come forth and give you, you know, more blessings in your life, you know, when it comes to your feeling like you have control over your life, your confidence, your relationships, your job, material, physical stability. You know, I think it's going to be the way that you view money, the way that you view security is going to be the thing that you have to deal with here. I feel like it's going to be important to not allow your thoughts to spiral, not allow yourself to find yourself in this negative spiral, you know, that can kind of put us back in a dark place mentally, emotionally, and keep us from really pursuing joy, you know, pursuing our desires, what it is that we want here, you know. So I think that it's going to be very important to take a more lighthearted stance, allow yourself to just kind of, you know, notice that the rain's falling, they're just kind of dancing in the rain, they're playing in the rain. I think that that's going to be something that's really important for you. Pile number one is going to be like, even if it's raining, you know, assuming that we're thinking of rain being like, you know, negative thing, even if it's raining, even if it's pouring, we can still find joy, we can still find a way to play, we can still find a way to look on the positive side of things. And I think that once you allow yourself to do this and you're no longer spiraling, I think you're going to be moving forward with these energies here, and particularly in the realm of your finances. Okay, pile number one. So this is what I am seeing for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if there's any other videos or any other topics you'd like me to read on for you guys, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the card 24, Tobacco and Offering. This card is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Here you can see this a little bit better here. So, tobacco. Now this talks about power. This talks about using our power for good. This also talks about, let me see here, because there's a couple of things. So divine gift, power, respect, deep alignment with will and purpose. So this was also used as an offering to the gods in pre-Columbian North America. Let's see, and Central South American tribes used this as well. So that's kind of the background of this here. So this is talking about power and the divine will of the gods a little bit. Let's take a look and get some tarot cards. We'll learn a little bit more here about what is trying to come forth in your life. So For pile number 2, I feel like these were trying to just pop out here. I feel like these 3 as well. Those 2 and that guy. Okay. Let's see here. What is trying to come forth? So we have 8 of Cups. We have 10 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. I feel like these are like on a slope here. We have Justice, Death, King of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So pile number 2, what is trying to come forth in your life? Well, first of all, I see that there has been some sort of disappointment, something that didn't quite work out like you were hoping it would here with the 8 of Cups. And I'm seeing that, first of all, in order for this to come into your life, it is going to be very important to walk away from the ending of something, okay? I think something has ended. Let's get a clarifier here, learn a little bit more about what this might be. Oh, here's 2. Okay. Got 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands. Okay, so this may have been something to do with family. This might have to do with a relationship. Maybe you thought, 4 of Wands, this can also be like a marriage. So I'm not saying that's exactly what this is. This is a general reading. So, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. But I do feel like here I want us to be able to kind of, nah, we know it's the Death card. So I think that's what the ending here was. This was something that you were really excited about, something that you were had high hopes for. And I see here that it's maybe time to walk away from those things. A lot of times, in order to allow new things to come forth into our life, we have to let go of other things that are no longer serving us, okay? So I see here that there's an ending here that happened that it's time to walk away from first and foremost, okay? Pile number 2. The way that this kind of, I feel like with tobacco here, I feel like this is almost taking your power back, okay? That's kind of what it's feeling like to me, is that this is about taking your power back. You know, I think you felt very powerless over the ending of this situation, whatever this was for you. Like I said, this could be, it's most likely has to do with family, with your inner circle, possibly a relationship, maybe the ending of a, you know, maybe kind of a friend group splitting up, or maybe something that has just disappointed you. Okay, there was a situation with these people that just really left you disappointed, and it's time to walk away from that. Pile number 2. It's time to walk away from that and take your power back from that situation, okay? I think that by allowing ourselves to stay in this feeling of kind of victimhood. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. I'm not victim blaming. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with, you know, allowing yourself to feel like a victim when you have been victimized, when you have been hurt. But I think that it is going to be, it's also important though to not allow ourselves to like set up camp and live there, right? We have to move forward from that at some point. And you can see here with the 8 of Cups, he's walking away. See, he has these 8 cups and he's walking away. He's leaving them behind. He's moving on. So that's kind of something that I'm seeing here for you. That does not want to go back in there. That's something that I'm seeing for you. pile number 2 is it is time to walk away, to move on from whatever this situation is. Even if this was just, I mean, not necessarily even the ending of, you know, a relationship. This could be just kind of the ending of an era, maybe the, you know, maybe some sort of fight, some sort of squabble that happened. But with the Death card, I do see that there's some sort of ending here, you know, but sometimes, like I said, things have to end so new things can come in and begin. Now, with this walking away from this situation, from this ending of this situation, there's lots of great things that are trying to come into your life here. 10 of Cups. So it's interesting to have the 10 of Cups here with the 8 of Cups. We've got that for our clarifier that came out here. And then we also have, let me kind of reorganize these. And then we also have this 10 of Cups here. So I think there was, you know, the ending of something that we had high hopes for here with the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, something that we had really celebrated and we were really excited about. And now we're finding ourselves in a situation where something has ended there with that. Like I said, even if it's not that the whole situation has ended, something has ended overall, okay, with that. But I see that this is allowing new, like renewed 10 of Cups energy. So renewed energy when it comes to a happy family, feeling, having our desires met, feeling like we have a close circle of people around us who love us and support us, unconditionally almost. So that's really what I'm seeing here with this 10 of Cups. It's like by moving on from this, by walking away from this disappointment, from this ending, there's a new beginning here for you. Maybe it's just a redefinition of what this situation is for you, who these people are for you, and you see them in a different light, but it's not necessarily like a negative thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? I'm also seeing here, I think with this, I think your mental, I want to say mental diet. I think the way your self-concept, I think the type of thoughts that you allow, that you either choose to ruminate on or choose to let go, is going to be a big factor in this, okay? I think it's going to be very important to have a good grip on your thoughts, okay? And the way that you allow those to come in and then leave, okay? I think that ruminating on past situations, ruminating on this situation, allowing it to kind of overtake your thoughts, allowing it to kind of cause you to spiral is going to be detrimental, okay? So in order for this new energy to come in, that's trying to come into your life, it is going to be important to have a good handle, a good hold on your mental, on your mind, on your thoughts. You know, don't allow your thoughts to get away from you. Don't allow your mind to become your worst enemy, okay? It's going to be important to have some control over that, you know, so that you don't find yourself jumping back into this dark place and jumping back into this ending here, this thing that has ended, okay, pile number 2. So that's something, this is going to come forth, but it's going to be very important for us to have some control over our thoughts, over the way that we, possibly the way that we perceive things coming in. It's going to be very important here. Now, 6 of Wands too. Also, this is a big celebration, all right? This is a huge celebration. If you notice, it's like a public celebration as well. You know, it's like a parade here. Let me see, these cards are hard to pick up. It's like a parade here, you know, you've got like the whole city celebrating you, okay? So I see that by leaving behind this 4 of Wands, where it's a very small type of celebration, it's just 2 people, it's just a very small intimate celebration here. I'm seeing that we have this very big celebration here. So I think, you know, once again, it's like by leaving this old energy behind, we have this new energy coming in, this much better energy coming in, things that are going to be much better for you here, pile number 2. And it's really interesting to see the 10 of Cups coming up in 2 separate different decks. For this, we've got the 4 of Wands progressing to the 6 of Wands here. I think that it's just really interesting to see that, and to see how, to a certain extent, justice is going to be served as well for you in this situation. You are going to find this sort of fairness here also, with this situation, is kind of what I'm feeling with that. I feel like there's another meaning to this card, and we'll get into that for you in a minute. But I feel like there is going to be this sense of fairness coming in. You're going to go, wow, I'm really glad that I let this go, because there are really amazing things that have come into my life as a result. And if I wouldn't have let this go, not just physically let it go, but mentally let this go, emotionally let this go, and if I would have allowed myself to stay stuck in this energy, these new amazing things wouldn't have been able to come in, So I think this is really exciting to see here. Now with the Emperor here, this has to do with control, with building an empire. It's really interesting. I feel like that is an energy that is coming in for a lot of people. Pile number 1 had the Emperor come out as well, just in a different deck. I used a different tarot deck for them. But it's really interesting to see that continue to come out. I think there's going to be this feeling of control coming back into your life, this feeling of this fiery, exciting energy as well, I'm seeing here. I think you're going to feel very, very excited about these new changes. I think you're going to be given kind of a sense of control over your life back to a certain extent. It's like you're going to take control back from whatever this situation was. I feel like this whole thing was really, really holding you back here from experiencing all that there is for you to offer here in your life. But once you allow yourself to walk away from this and move on from this, there's going to be much better things. These are just great things trying to come in to your life. But you have to make way for them, pile number 2. So the Emperor card it's ruled by Aries. It's this fiery, it's like this young, fiery, exciting energy, they're ready to go, ready to make changes, ready to take control. And I feel like that's going to be the energy coming in for you, with this like renewed sense of control over your life once you leave this behind here. Maybe this renewed sense of power. Tobacco talks about power, and I think this is going to be taking back your power from this situation. You're going to have this renewed sense of that, as you let this go and move forward. With the Justice card too, I'm seeing here that it is going, the other meaning of this card, I felt like this meant that fairness was coming in for you. But also I think that this is also kind of some advice here for you. In the Justice card, that is here to say, make sure that your dealings with others are fair. Make sure that you're being fair to others as you gain this renewed sense of power and control over your life. Tobacco also talks about like having compassion. It's like compassionate power. And I think that that's something that's being highlighted here with justice, is to make sure that we don't get too arrogant here with all of this new energy, this fiery new energy coming in here. Let's remember to still be very grounded. Let's remember, look, there's more fire here. I just realized too on her card. There's just lots of fiery, exciting energy coming in, but let's remember to still stay relatively grounded. Let's remember to still be very fair and compassionate in our dealings, okay, with others. Let's not turn this Emperor card, let's not turn this control, let's not turn this into a tyrant, because the Emperor can kind of, the flip side of this is he can be a bit of a tyrant. So let's mitigate that energy. Let's be mindful of that, with all this, with control, with great power comes great responsibility. So that's something to really keep in mind here with this new energy coming forth or trying to come forth. We're going to assume that it's coming in for you, because what I want for you, what your guides want for you, is for you to move on past this ending, allow this to end, whatever the situation is, and move on from this so you can receive this new exciting energy here. Now with the King of Pentacles, I'm also saying just in your material realm, with your career, with your money, with your finances, you are going to have your needs more than met. There's going to be this feeling of luxury, this sense of ease, this sense of balance that's going to be coming in as well. So there's lots of great things here wanting to come in for you, pile number 2. It is just going to be a matter of moving on past this energy and not allowing your mind to become your worst energy or your worst enemy. I mean, having a good grip on your mind, on your thoughts, on your thought patterns, recognizing negative thought patterns and stopping those in their tracks, you know, and saying, okay, I am not going to let myself go back to that place. I'm going to focus on things going forward. I'm not going to focus on the past here anymore, because I can't allow these new things can't come in if I don't allow them to, if I don't make space for them, you know, if I don't take my power back from this situation here. Pile number 2. Let's get a final oracle card message for you here. And it is luck. Yes. Okay. I think that pretty much speaks for itself here. I think you're going to find, because that's really what this, I mean, these are all very auspicious, very lucky cards to be getting here. Pile number 2. They really, really are. And so I think you're going to, there's a lot of great, amazing things wanting to come in for you. I think, like I said, it's just a matter of leaving this old energy behind, clearing this out, and making way for this new energy to come in for you, because I see that it's going to come in a bunch of different areas of your life. You're going to feel like you have more power and control over your life again. There's going to be lots of celebration with others. I think others are going to really celebrate this new, kind of a new outlook that you get, that you end up with on life, as a result from moving on past this energy here. They're going to be celebrating this new, I really want to say new wealth coming in, this new sense of community, of family coming in, of teamwork coming in too, and fairness as well. Just remember though to act fairly, okay? Don't become a tyrant here. Don't switch this around, but there's lots of good luck coming in for you, pile number 2. And this is what I'm seeing for you in your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank your guides too for coming through and giving us this message. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. It helps the channel so much. Also, if you have any ideas, any topics that you'd like to see me read over for you guys, put those in the comments down below, and I will absolutely begin incorporating those into our readings. But anyways, I will see you next time, pile number 3 or 2. I'm sorry. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen card number 27 with Rishi and Retreat, and here is your card. This is ruled by both Jupiter and the Sun here. Oh, I just realized there's this little bear right here. He's so cute. Okay, so we are going to take a look in the book, kind of get the keywords for this card before moving forward with your tarot. Ooh. So here we go. We have the keywords here are retreat, recovery, meditation, hibernation, spiritual contemplation, and replenishment of spirit. Okay, so let's see this I'm gonna butcher that word, so I'm not gonna called Lingxi in Chinese. Totally could be wrong about that. Rishi represents immortality and is considered the herb of spiritual potency, meaning success, well-being, divine power, and longevity. Okay, so Definitely feeling like there's going to be a period of rest coming in for you. Pile number 3, I do kind of get this sense that you've been through quite a bit. Also with Jupiter here, I feel like there's going to be some good luck coming your way as well. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you and kind of learn a little bit more about what is trying to come forth in your life. Those two, those want to come too. We'll let them, and let's get 2 more here. Okay. So we have the Lovers, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Magician, the 8 of Cups. It's really interesting. We've gotten in different decks, because I've kind of been alternating decks between piles. We've gotten a lot of similar cards. There's a lot of people going through some very similar energy here. So that is something that's just kind of interesting that I'm noticing here. Okay. Pile number 3. All right, I see what's trying to come into your life, what's trying to come forth with this new moon in Virgo. I see that you're going to be presented with a choice, okay? And I feel like this choice, if I'm being quite honest, it kind of feels like this choice, no matter what you choose, you're going to have a good outcome. Let me get some clarifiers here for this Lovers card. I want to learn a little bit more about what this choice is for you guys. So we have the 6 of Wands. Where to put this? The 6 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, I see here that with this choice, it's going to be a mindset choice is what I'm seeing here for you. Pile number 3. There's going to be, I feel like this has been kind of the case for most piles here, is there's going to be a choice to a mindset choice. How do you want to view things to a certain extent? I think this choice also is going to have to do with some sort of celebration here. We have the 4 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands here. I think that there's going to be, like I said, I think this choice is going to be something that's really positive. And perhaps what this is this is not you making a choice, but this is someone coming in and choosing you, okay? Maybe choosing to give you a bit of a break, or choosing to celebrate all of the hard work that you have been doing here. Because I feel with this Rishi card, with this retreat, talking about hibernation, we've got this little bear on here. I think you've been through quite a bit. Pile number 3, I think you are tired. I think you need a little bit of a break is what I'm feeling for you. And I think that what is going to happen here is there are people who are going to choose to celebrate you, okay? They're going to choose to celebrate all of the wonderful things that you have been working on, or all of the progress that you have made. Pile number 3. I'm seeing too, what also is coming forth in your life is people wanting to fill your cup, okay? You finally being in a position where the tides are turning, the wheel of fortune is turning here. There's this like completion of a cycle here that has been wearing you out. And I just realized with that card, I don't know if it's too late by now, but the restrictions on YouTube are pretty strict with stuff like this. So we're just going to go ahead and cover that up just in case. I always forget which ones have nudity on them. But anyway, so I see that what's coming in, or trying to come in for you, what's planning on coming in for you really, is people who choose you. Possibly a new mindset, a new mindset for you. Maybe a more positive mindset's going to come in, a little bit of rest and relaxation here for you as well. Maybe some ease of mind or some new mental clarity is going to come in as well here for you. Pile number 3. Like I said, your cup is going to start being filled. There's going to be this ease coming in. I feel like you have been the person who's been filling everybody else's cups and not really had time to fill your own. And I think that is going to be something that's trying to come forth for you during this time. Like I said, the tides are changing, the wheel is turning. It's your turn to rest now. And there's like this completion here, this completion of this work that you've been putting in, because like I said, I feel like you are tired. I feel like you need a break here. And I see too, like I said, there's this celebration here. And we have celebration here with the 4 of Wands. This is kind of like an intimate celebration. So maybe your significant other, someone close to you, really celebrating all that you've accomplished during this last season of your life. But I'm also seeing with the 3 of Cups over here that this is going to not just be, there's just lots of celebration. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, lots of celebration here going on. Now, maybe you are about to achieve some sort of major milestone in your life, and it looks like your circle, the people who matter most to you, are going to be celebrating this with you. Okay, 6 of Wands though does talk about kind of a big community celebration. You see like the whole it's like the whole city is celebrating. It's like a parade here. So this could, this is going to be a large celebration. There's going to be a lot of recognition for the work that you've put in and how far you've come here, okay? I see too with the Magician that there's going to be this opportunity here for you to really manifest whatever it is in your life. There's going to be, I feel like with this sense of ease comes this ability, this sense of mental ease and relaxation and kind of hibernation. There comes this ability to focus a little bit more on what it is that we want and what it is we'd like to create, because we're not so heavily focused on doing, when we're kind of in this masculine energy of going and going and going and getting things done and trying to accomplish things. Sometimes we don't really have a time to stop and breathe and go, okay, what is it that I really want in my life? What is it that I'm really trying to create? We don't really have time to reflect. And I feel like you are going to have time to reflect and time to decide what parts of your life you would like to keep moving forward on and do more with, and what parts of your life or what things in your life you like to leave behind, that you feel like you would be better off if you just kind of left that in the past. So that's something that I see that's trying to come forth in your life. Pile number 3 is this new chapter, this turning of the wheel, this sense of ease, this celebration, and this time for you to because the Wheel of Fortune, I glanced at it, it almost looked like a clock to me. So it's final. You finally have time to rest a bit, and like I said, decide what it is that you're wanting to keep in your life and grow and manifest, and what is it in your life that you're ready and willing to kind of walk away from and go, that no longer serves me. It's time for me to move forward. Now, I want to get some clarifiers for you with the 8 of Cups here and kind of find out what is it that your guides are suggesting. Maybe you take a look at and decide whether it's time for you to walk away from. Okay, we have the Emperor here and we have the High Priestess. So that's really interesting to get those for that. I think this is something to a certain extent. I feel like we're not, I feel with the High Priestess, it's almost like use your intuition, I know that's not like the best answer coming from me, but that's the answer that we're getting here. This has to do with like the overall, your overall empire, your overall like what it is that you're building here, areas where you feel like there's a sense of, you have a sense of control over. That's what this feels like. This is something you have control over here with the Emperor, and it's going to require you use your intuition a bit to decide, okay, is this something that's really serving me, or is this something that it's time to let go of here? So I feel like this is our answer here with this. It's going to be something that you do have control over. So if there's something in your life that you would really like to walk away from, but you don't really have control over it, that's probably not what this is talking about. It could be, but I'm really feeling like that's not the case. I'm feeling like more so this is talking about something you have some control over, and your intuition is going to guide you and let you know what this is that you need to walk away from. I think that, like I said, when you have the time to sit down and really decide and really rest and decide what it is that you want to maintain and continue to build and create, and what it is that you're ready to walk away from, I think you're going to know intuitively what this is. You might already know, as we're talking about it, what this is that you are ready to move away from and to no longer have in your life. So that is what I'm seeing here for you, pile number 3. Let's get a final oracle message for you, kind of about this energy and what it is that's trying to come forth in your life. Insight. Yes, that very much goes with this High Priestess and talking about having some time to rest and decide what it is we'd like to keep and what it is we'd like to leave behind. Yeah, I think you're going to gain a little bit more insight here into what's serving you and what is not, and the best way to move forward. I think with this celebration coming in, of what you've accomplished, and this time to rest, the ending of that cycle, the beginning of this new cycle where you're going to have your cup being filled a little bit more. You're going to have time to fill your cup. There's going to be lots of celebration with friends and family. You're going to gain some new insight, I think, into your situation, into your life, into what it is that you want and what it is that you want to continue to build once things pick back up and you're no longer in this energy of retreat and rest and hibernation. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching your reading. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message. Please remember to like, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. If you have any topics you'd like to see read or pick a card readings on the channel, leave those in the comment section down below. I will absolutely begin incorporating those. This topic is actually one that was suggested by a viewer, so definitely going to definitely encourage you guys to put those down there, and going to start incorporating those for you all. But anyways, pile number 3, I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Cordyceps oracle card with the phrase revival on there. This card is ruled by Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars, I believe. Let me triple check that. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars. This, if you're familiar with the TV show The Last of Us, this is the fungus that they're talking about that goes in and creates zombies. It resurrects, it revives. That's what this is known for here, the Cordyceps species. So that is the card that you have chosen. I feel like you have something coming in for you right off the bat is like this resurrection, this revival, this renewal of energy here for you. But let's pull some tarot cards and get a little more information for you about what it is that's trying to come forth into your life, particularly with this new moon. So here we go. What is trying to come in to pile number 4's life? Those two. I'm feeling these. And this one as well. Okay. So, doesn't want to, there we go. We have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Moon. Oh my gosh, with these nails, you guys, I love them, but I like can't function. The Hermit. Okay. We have King of Wands, very interesting. Six of Wands, you guys, I have been almost in every single reading. I've been alternating between two decks, and a lot of these same cards are coming out for like the other deck as well. It's not like it's just this one. This is pretty crazy. Six of Wands and Eight of Cups. I think there's lots of things. I think a lot of people are going through something or reaching a point and ending to where it's time to leave something behind. We have to get rid of the old in order to make way for the new. And I feel like that is overall, like that's definitely an energy that everyone is working with lately, I think, with this new moon in Virgo coming in. But let's go ahead and talk about this for you specifically, pile number 4. So something that I see, this renewal, this revival here, this resurrection, I feel like you are going, something coming in is this like, look, we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here. And in between, we have the Hermit card. Something that I am seeing here is you are going to be gaining this new found confidence in yourself, in your abilities, okay? Pile number 4. I feel like there's this newfound amount of confidence coming in for you. I almost want to say just like it's easy confidence. It's not forced confidence. It's very easy. It's very, it's a bit fiery, you know, because we have the Queen of Wands, King of Wands here. Confidence is usual. It's very fiery. Queen of Wands is, associated with the sign of Leo. So it's like this unapologetically confident, unapologetically and authentically yourself is really the energy that I'm getting here, that you are going to be moving into, that's trying to move into your life. I see here too that this is going to just amplify for you this confidence, this fiery energy, this ability to get things done, to move forward in life, to really make things happen for yourself is going to be coming in. And there's this progression here. Now, with the Hermit card and the Moon card right here, I am seeing that there is going to be a little bit of a period of retreating in between here, okay? And by retreating, I don't mean necessarily folding up into yourself, not allowing yourself to really radiate and shine and be yourself. Just maybe taking some time to really decide who it is that you are. Who are you really? Who is, you know, who is your real authentic self? Who is that, you know, for you? What is it that you're wanting? What type of energy do you want to embody? What type of things do you want to put out there in the world for everyone to see? What are you most proud of? What achievements are you proud of? What areas of your life do you already have a lot of confidence, and what areas of your life could you use a little bit more healing a little bit more healing, a little bit more intuition in order to grow confidence in those areas as well. That's kind of what I'm feeling here with the Hermit card, that there's going to be this internal journey to a certain extent, and maybe this need to back off a little bit on, you know, the social gatherings, social things, so that you can really come out of this an even more confident, stronger person. Allow yourself to take time to be alone, to decide, you know, who it is that you are, who it is that you want to be, what things are you interested in, what things, what is it that really sparks joy for you in your life here, okay? And then I think that through this journey, there are going to be things that you walk away from because you're going to realize that they're no longer serving you. And when you walk away from these things that no longer serve you, there are going to be some really amazing things coming in, new desires, new relationships, new friendships coming in for you. Pile number 4. I'm also seeing 2 here. I think that this is going to be very, very healing for you. 6 of Cups has come out in almost every single pile as well, just with the other deck too. Between the 2 decks, it's continued to come out. I think a lot of people are undergoing a lot of healing right now, a lot of inner child healing, you know, and experiencing some compassion for themselves as well, you know, compassion for their past selves and the things that they've been through, this acknowledgement that we've all been through quite a bit in our lives, and we're just trying to, you know, some days you're just trying to take it a day at a time, a step at a time. And I think that there's a lot of healing, like in the collective going on, a lot of inner child healing that needs to happen, and that is happening for a lot of people who are aware of that. So I think that through this journey here, it's going to be really healing for you. You might have been someone in the past who wasn't very confident in yourself, who felt like you were a bit different. Maybe you felt like you didn't really have a place, you know, you couldn't really find your people, you couldn't really find you know, where you fit in. But I think that this newfound confidence that's coming into your life, and this growing is going to be very healing for you. Pile number 4. I think it's going to use, I think there's going to be a period here during this when you're moving forward, when you're gaining more confidence, you're gaining more, kind of gaining more of this fiery energy here. There's going to be a period where you might not be exactly sure how to move forward here with the Moon card. You know, with the Moon, we have there's illumination, but it's very limited sometimes. Excuse me. So I think I think your intuition is going to be very important in this journey when you're going inwards and you're kind of going inwards, kind of taking some time to yourself and deciding, okay, who am I really? What do I really want? What do I want to create in this world? And maybe what things am I ready to leave behind so that new things can come in pretty quickly too with the Knight of Cups here. So overall as well, I'm seeing that as you move into this stronger, confident energy here, there's also going to be a celebration of that around you. Now, this could be, you know, this might be friends, family, loved ones, you know, noticing that you're much more confident, and they compliment you on that. And they're like, hey, you're just so much more confident. You're so much more unapologetically yourself. And it's just so awesome to see you really come out of your shell and really, like, it seems like you're revived. It seems like you're renewed. I think this is something people are going to notice this, okay? This is going to be a noticeable change that's going to be celebrated in your inner circles, and maybe not even just in your inner circle, because the 6 of Wands does talk about a grand celebration. If you notice, this is like a parade. The whole city is celebrating in this card. So this is going to be something that is going to radiate from the inside out, that people, even people who are not super close to you, are going to notice the change. So this is really exciting, and I think this is going to open up a lot more doors for you with relationships, friendships, contacts, networking in your life. Pile number 4. Let's get a final oracle message for you. I feel like your message is just very cut and dry. You're just gaining this new sense of this renewal of who you are, of confidence here, of what it is that you truly want in life, and that is going to be celebrated, and it's going to be very healing for you. I think you're going to decide that there are certain things that you're ready to walk away from, and I think by doing that, you're going to open up a lot more doors for yourself. Pile number 4. Let's see here. We have luck. There might have been another pile that you felt called to. If there is, check it out. I'm not going to tell you which one, partially because I don't remember exactly which one, but this luck card came out for another one as well. I think this is just a very auspicious, lucky time for a lot of people. I think you're going to experience a lot of luck in this journey for you. There's going to be a lot of good things happening for you, pile number 4, and I'm so excited for you for that. This is going to be a really amazing shift, I think, into your full power of who you are. Pile number 4, but I want to thank you so much for watching this reading. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, it helps so much. Also, if you have any pick a card topics or ideas or anything like that, things you'd like to see on the channel, leave them in the comment section down below. This reading was actually a request. This was requested by someone, and it just so happened that it was like perfect with the Virgo new moon. So I was more than happy to incorporate that, and I will be incorporating other suggestions as well. So leave those down below, what you'd like to see on the channel. I'm super excited to read those, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye.